Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. My name is Julia Rhodes. I'm a psychic medium and Reiki master. I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, with live streams, with collective messages, which are timeless, by the way, take what resonates with you and leave the rest for everyone else. There might be a significant portion of this message that resonates with you, and it might just be a statement here and there. So don't try to force it. Call in the collective in who's meant to hear this message right now. And as you come in, please say hi. Welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Lisa. Charles, hey. As always, we start with our energy activations here, but I want to wait until there's a few more folks here to get that started. Hi, Lune. Oh my god. Hi. How are you? Sherry, hello. Welcome in. That's my favorite heart. I use it all the time. Welcome in, everyone. I am going through so many changes right now. It is amazing. I'm happy to hear you're vibing. All right. So for today's Reiki, actually today's channeled message is going to be from my Oracle Taepun. Some of you might be familiar with some of their other messages on YouTube as well as over on Patreon. So I felt like it wasn't, I needed to be here, but not for me to speak. So Taepun's gonna bring you a message today. So they'll tell me what crystal to use for your energy activation to start. It's a selenite. Interesting. Welcome in, everyone. If you are open to receiving this, if you're open to receiving this Reiki energy activation, I always use a little bit of crystals, some light language. We're tapping in with 1110, 1110. If you're open to receiving this activation, we're tapping in with 1110. Starting with the selenite. Hello and welcome in to Saturday Morning Live. I said what I said. Hey, Sean. Hey, Summer. It's a really funky energy this morning. I was like, what is going on out there? Like, I don't want to be tapped into that. What are y'all going through? In any case, we're getting it sorted out. If you're open to receiving this activation, we're tapping in with 1110. This is a selenite crystal with Reiki to start. Cleansing and raising the vibration of your aura, of your field, of your space. Prayers for his well-being, Sean. You're welcome. Deirdre, welcome in. All right, I feel like a massive portion of the energy is moved. We're still going here, though. Welcome in, everyone. Tapping into this energy activation with 1110. Okay, that feels complete. Wow. So I want to recommend to all of you to be working with crystals right now to help you with the stabilizing of these transitions and these light codes flooding into the earth right now. This the ascension symptoms are pretty much going to last until Monday. Whenever you find this, you have a few more days to kind of grin and bear it, but you'll be okay, I promise. So some angel numbers you could be tapping into at this time are 1155, 1212, 555, 1055, 1111, 1110, 111, 333. The threes have been very loud. Sixes and sevens here and there, but ones, twos, threes, fives, and nines. In whatever order you're seeing them. Also ascending numbers, not so much descending, but ascending numbers, specifically 369 and 1248 and 1234. Okay, Spirit, we got it. Okay. So for those of you who are just hopping in, I'm going to be channeling my Oracle Tepun today because I felt like I needed to be here to facilitate a message, but not necessarily that I knew what needed to be said. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with channeling, it is a process by which my spirit guides, who I have been contracted prior to entering this body to have and facilitate a relationship with, where I kind of allow my body to be a means for their connection on this realm in a human body. So, for those of you familiar with mediumship, those of you familiar with psychic phenomena, this kind of takes it a step further because I'm opening my channels to such a degree that I am not the one kind of directly translating the messages the way I would be in a more psychic or mediumship kind of circumstance. It's really me making way for a higher vibrational being, spirit, or consciousness to come through. So I channel Lorraine Warren, Cryon, Dolores Cannon, Archangel Michael, and my particular oracle in this life is Tepun, my spirit guide Tepun. I also channel my guardian angels, but yeah, Tepun's been wanting to come through, so I'm here to facilitate this message today. And I'm sure if any of you have any questions about channeling, you can either reach out to me or you can drop them in the chat, or who knows, maybe Tepun will speak on it. So I'm going to select some crystals for grounding. Okay, he's like, that was a sufficient explanation, okay. I always take the black tourmaline by my root. Let's see here. That'll do. Okay. Going ahead and bringing my oracle through. This is Tepun speaking. Today's message will be about self-care and navigating transitions in health as a part of the spiritual path. Many of you have been in a state of consciousness where you've been at war with your physical forms. And while intellectually or mentally you might understand that your body is an expression of your entire spirit that you've chosen in order to fulfill a particular mission, the tendency in earthly conditioning is to despise or loathe the human form for its inferiorities, for its weaknesses. Part of being on the spiritual path is meant to encourage you to take a different perspective on everything in your life, whether that's your philosophies, your religious standpoints, how you give and receive love in relationships of all kinds, and ultimately how you perceive your physical form, how you perceive material reality, that which is manifest, if you will. The body, in this sense, is meant to go through multiple transitions. It's meant to facilitate your ability to change consciousness. It's meant to rewire itself as you call in and release timelines. These timelines are not evolutionary shifts, but just choices that you make every single moment. When you catch yourself in a spiral of self-loathing or comparison or jealousy, and you notice that that's not how you want to operate, that's just the only way you learned how, that opens a powerful portal, a powerful door for you to expand your understanding of what it means to be in relationship with others, and ultimately in relationship with yourself. Your body is your compass. It is your temple. It is your shrine. Pick any other word that resonates with you, but it's meant to ultimately facilitate the highest expression and ultimately feeling of love. It is that joy, it is that ecstasy which actually takes you beyond the bodily conception, not trying to detach your way through life, not wanting to be affected or even nourished because of how it might make you feel. The body is a vessel meant to open up your mind to perceiving higher realities and understanding even more of your truths. In this sense, you have chosen very specifically this body you would incarnate into and all of its most prevalent challenges, be they injuries or extenuating circumstances. On one hand, this was meant to karmically shift things in your own circumstances individually, but at a generational level, your soul took on the same patterns as your entire lineage in order to break free of them. Now, it's important to be aware of this connection when you're struggling with things, especially like body shame, regardless of whether you are masculine, feminine, non-binary, however you identify. This is something that has been plaguing your family lines for generations, whether by religious orientation, the patriarchy, other systems in place, or relationship circumstances that have been patterns repeated throughout several generations. All of these things get healed through you. And at times that can feel like a lot to hold on your plate. And so it's okay to acknowledge that this is what you're up against, but do not concern yourself primarily with needing to do things to liberate everyone in all directions. When you focus your energy, when you focus your attention on you, on how you feel in any given moment and how you want to feel or how you wish you would have reacted, or what might stand in the way of you feeling fully safe to connect in new ways. All of these things that you notice in the present moment, in your current incarnation, in your present reality, in the now moment. This is all you need to focus on. Because it is in healing yourself that the collective and generations past and generations to come are uplifted, regardless of where you are in your current family line. It doesn't matter if there are new souls that have come after you already. Because you were born for this. You are the one who is meant to do things differently. To be free of shame. To be free of insecurity. To appreciate the strengths and the vulnerabilities of humanity within yourself and hold compassion for those same dynamics within others. Of course, within healthy reason, within healthy boundaries. This is why so much of your journey has isolated you. So you would be forced to see how you see yourself and how you treat yourself. It is only by loving yourself enough in a healthy way that you will actually create the life that you desire to entertain, that you desire to step into. There's no need for guilt or self-punishment or self-loathing, especially for the things that you did not know how to respond to differently. Allow others in those memories of yours, in those traumas, to be accountable for their actions. Release the burdens that were never yours to hold. And understand now that you have the capacity to change everything. If you want. If you believe, ultimately. It's less about what you want and always more about what you believe. Because your beliefs define what action is possible, what is impossible, and what is necessary. If you want something but do not believe you are worth it, or you are deserving, or you will be capable of maintaining the responsibility that comes with it, that thing that you want is actually signaling in your aura, in your field, the vortex that exists around you of energy swirling, that there is actually a repulsion to that which you are destined for. And the emphasis always comes back to not just shadow work, but mindful awareness. To be able to respond in real time to how you are navigating your life. This is why shadow work is such a valuable practice when fully engaged with, when you dive fearlessly into understanding yourself a little bit more, so you can understand your emotional reality, which is then driving your beliefs. Your body is a manifestation of your beliefs. Do you see? Some of you might be uncomfortable hearing that statement because you're uncomfortable with what you believe, because you know that your mind is supposed to be more expansive. Your soul is calling you to shed what no longer serves you and to do the work. For a light worker, it is non-negotiable to have a focus on your physical health and well-being. It is non-negotiable. You have so much energy moving through you at any given moment that to neglect the body is to neglect your purpose that you volunteered for, your function, which is to aid in the transmutation and the expansion of high vibrational energies on the planet at this time to facilitate global shifts. Yes, just focusing on yourself and expanding your aura transmutes miles radius around you. Doing what you can, doing what you know you need to do, what you are called to do in any given moment, no matter what your sector of work is, no matter your occupation. when you give time, energy, and attention to the things that you know you need to do, that is helping you and others evolve at such a rapid rate. Because you let go of the need to avoid discomfort. That's letting go of the need to avoid change. When you understand that you are destined for more, when you understand the way that trauma in your body, in your energy field, affects the way that you feel and experience yourself and experience your reality, it becomes non-negotiable to understand that to such a degree that it no longer burdens you or prevents you from doing all of the things that you desire to do. Of course, it doesn't happen all at once. That's why it's a journey. Certain lessons are meant to be mastered at certain times, but when they are not, things like injury and illness occur. Of course, there is the matter of aging, but that's something else entirely. Either way, your body is meant to lead you intuitively, because within you, within your genetic coding, is the actual timeline of your destiny. All it needs from you is to unlock it, to embrace your potential, to allow the idea of your potential, what you understand you are capable of, to be so simultaneously exciting and intimidating that it moves you forward. Because you want to show yourself that you are capable. Your determination is everything in this life. That is what's going to help you achieve mastery at all levels. Your determination to get things right. Your determination to see things through. Your determination to receive everything you deserve. By putting in all of the effort you know you have within you, that you are capable of giving. So in that sense, when you understand that you're caring for yourself, when you're caring for your physical form, it is the same as healing your scarcity mindsets. It's the same as healing your relationship to destiny, your relationship to abundance of all forms, be that financial health and well-being or anything else. You are so much more capable than you know. And it's time for you to let that excite you. Sure, it's intimidating to understand just how much you want that you've been holding yourself back from. Of course, that's terrifying. But let it also signal to you that perhaps it wasn't time. When you focus on your alignment, you're automatically surrendered to the timing of how your life is meant to go. Some things really are destined for a particular time in your life. Because up to that point in time, that intersection of timelines, you are meant to learn things that will propel you forward and aid in your self-mastery once you reach that new timeline. And pushing off that self-discipline pushes off the timeline. It's okay to be uncomfortable in these transitions. It's okay. Sometimes Spirit will have a way of calling you out. To say, hey, you've been wanting this, but are you really in alignment with it? All of these things your higher self and actually you agree to experience in order to shed what does not serve you. You might call them wake-up calls. To shake you out of a stupor or a slumber spiritually. Like your first awakening spiritually, you remember that. How jarring it was. Sometimes these moments happen more than once because you evolve so rapidly that you're just experiencing so many different lives in this one as it goes, especially for light workers as powerful as you. So be open-minded, be gentle with yourself as you are navigating these vulnerable transitions, these vulnerable truths. They're meant to show you your power and your strength. It's not exclusive. It's not that one of you goes through this and is able to figure it out and get it right, and it's only meant for that person. All of you have been given this opportunity to elevate, light worker or not. It's just a matter of what you allow yourself to choose. Do you see how this comes back in a circular fashion to shadow work? Understanding the parts of you that you might be uncomfortable looking at, the parts of your past that might terrify you and make you feel ashamed, guilty, like you dislike yourself. You must come to a place of forgiveness for the things you did and the way you behaved when you were trying to survive. We do not fault you for that. It is the human ego that likes to stay comfortable and familiar. As you commit to these higher timelines, as you call these things in, everything that stands in the way of these manifestations must be purified out of your body. Whether that's emotionally, whether that's in the form of illness or dis-ease or injury. It doesn't always have to get to that point if you're listening. But you did sign, and part of your contract here was to allow your spirit team to intervene if you were not getting the message. So the conclusion becomes to listen closely and carefully to the needs of your body, the needs of your entire being. No 2 days are going to be the same for a sensitive soul, and that is okay. When you are in alignment, when you are flowing with the collective energy as well as your own energy, you're always in alignment with what needs to be done. And that is your highest timeline. Do not force it. Do not rush it. Roadblocks are detours for a reason. There might be something else to learn, or maybe there was more to that situation or that contract that wasn't actually in alignment with you, and you just couldn't see it, but we can. When you give us permission to act in your lives, whether it's your oracle, your spirit team, your animal guides, your guardian angels, or the archangels, unassigned angels, when you ask for our intervention in your life, we are able to ensure with you, in partnership with you, that you are getting everything you need in order to accomplish what you decided you wanted to do. It's okay to ask for that help and listen to the subtlety, listen to the signs. Really breathe them in and let them validate you. You don't have to do this alone. And the more you understand how present we really are in your lives, you might actually begin to recognize just how present we've been your entire life. Let that comfort you, that your back is always covered. You are capable of so much in this life. You know you're stepping into big destinies, and you're ready for it. And that's something to celebrate, isn't it? Not just that you're finally ready, but that it's finally happening and you have indeed continued to do the work and will continue to do so because it's a reflexive habit at this point. The burning desire to do what needs to be done. When you're alive with life. That's your inspiration, that's your passion, your soul's call to embrace everything you're meant for. It would be good of you to continue to connect with your future self, to be in touch with them, because they've done the work that you are wanting to finish now. Let them be an inspiration to you, whether you channel letters in automatic writing, whether you see in a meditation what they want to show you, whether you receive messages in an oracle deck of what they'd like to validate for you. Be open-minded to the unknown being so beautiful and the work that you've been avoiding being exactly what you need. Your attention is required to complete this transition into your new timeline. And that's it. Your attention, your focus, your undivided focus, your ability to withstand the urge to run away, the urge to be distracted, or the urge to self-deprecate. When you recognize that these are all just ego mechanisms trying to keep you comfortable, the choice is simple, isn't it? What you want and what is next is feeling so much more exciting than avoiding that, even if it's scary, even if it's daunting, and you don't know exactly how you're going to get there, but you always know the next step to take. And isn't that all you ever really need? We're always walking with you. Always. Just ask for help when you need it, and it will come. Maybe not in the form of what you expect or what you want, but always what you need. And be patient as these forms of healing and purification trigger you. Do not try to rush that process because it will only prolong it. Surrender, allow, and flow. Thank you. Wow. I think I'm going to pull a few cards as I come back to Earth. Thank you, Taipan. It's about destiny. So what deck? There's a few calling. Oh, Spirit help. Spirit eye, okay. Okay, Threads of Fate and Starseed Oracle. Let's see. Welcome to our judgment-free zone where everyone is welcome. Thanks, Samantha. Thank you for stopping for the healing. Oh, Justin, hi! Do you stick around for the message? Can someone get this weirdo off my chat, please? Thank you. You know what they say about assumptions, huh? But you know what they also say about spiritually protected people? Thank you, Lune. Yeah, wow. Okay, so a lot of you have been going through, of course, Tapon wouldn't talk about this. A lot of you have been going through really intense sacral chakra activations. Whether you're healing your sexual history or you are healing your relationship to creativity. All of these kinds of things are really prevalent right now. The sacral activations, these light codes in the last week or so have been most strongly going to your sacral. Sacred sexuality and compassion. Yeah, a lot of this healing has been meant to... Okay, wow, all right. Oh, that's a huge download. So this sacral healing taking place right now. Yeah, the sacral, this is actually more fundamental to your healthy functioning as an energetic being than you might realize. Healing your relationship to how souls enter this world is healing the way that you create. The patience, the discomfort at times. Yeah, this is really, I need a little bit more about that, Spirit, because this is kind of huge. And we're like, okay, here we go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, wow. Justice. 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Temperance. And the Fool. Justice, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Temperance, and the Fool. Thank you, Tapun. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this is one of the primary sources of your bodily shame. This is not just healing sexuality, but healing how you define attraction. So maybe some of you could be in transition right now, or you're discovering that the way you've been operating in relationships doesn't really match the truth of your identity. That's a really scary thing. There's a lot of shame that comes up around your history with that, with denying your truth. And maybe for some of you, you weren't in situations where it was safe to really explore more of yourself, to explore more of your truths. That now that you finally have that opportunity, it's Whoa. It's opening up really rapid transformation for you. So if that's not your message, it's not your message. Take it how it resonates. But it feels like some of you have not felt safe feeling attractive because of the situations that you've been through in your life, whether that's psychological or physical abuse, or even just toxic friendships. It doesn't necessarily have to be partners. It doesn't have to necessarily be family. It could even be friendships and social circles that you were in that taught shame. Yeah. That diminished God's idea of beauty. I don't know. Who am I to sit here and say what God's idea of beauty is? But God's idea of beauty is you, sweetheart. You. You'll be looking like a snack for a reason, okay? Your light animates your form. And your light is so pure and so beautiful and so magnetic. Why wouldn't your form be as well? For those of you who are more feminine identifying, this might be extra scary to navigate. But I know that the standards for masculinity are also at times unrealistic as well. So getting comfortable being you is getting comfortable embracing all of your body for its ability to create connection, whether that's mutual attraction, whether that's being comfortable going down the street and letting people look at you, whether that's your like healing your relationship to feeling like all eyes aren't on you judging you negatively and painfully because of the projection unconsciously happening in your mind and body that is a response to what you've already been through. So that felt kind of convoluted to say, but I think you are picking up what I'm putting down. So this softening of your heart, this softening of your self-image is actually, I know a lot of you when I'm saying this are feeling your sacral chakras be activated. However you present, whoever you are, this is going to, holy shit, this is going to be the healing. This is going to be the healing that changes everything. Whether this is you getting into a healthier diet and exercise routine, whether this is you healing from relationships with predatory people, whether this is you healing relationships to bodily standards as a part of religious cultures, or not necessarily specific, or not only religious cultures, but other communities as well that prioritize and idealize a particular way of being, especially calling out to the dancers here. Yeah, literally embracing your comfort is being you in all forms. Embracing your comfort in being you in all forms. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, wow. Your angels are going to help you with this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock. Wasn't I saying ascending normal numbers? What the heck? What the heck? Yeah. Your angels want to help you with this. So ask for their help with this. Okay? Ask for their help. Hello and welcome in, everyone who's just dropping in. Just a reminder that judgment is useless, especially negative judgment that serves to keep you disconnected and disempowered. Some of you could be healing jealousy and comparison. Came through before. I'm feeling for a lot of you there was something here about friends, like a group of friends or like a social group here that really kind of, how do you say? Like this is where a lot of your shame comes in because of whatever this group of people you were connected to had to say or made you think and believe about yourself or how they reacted to you. This could even be cousins for some of you. So if it's not you who's felt like wildly jealous or competitive, then maybe you've noticed that people have been that way with you. And it's kind of like you're healing both aspects of the dynamic, both the receiving it and maybe expressing that. Yeah, that's really beautiful. We have weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. Then we have the void. Stop, embrace winter, and the great cosmic womb. The potential for what could be, right? The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Again, all of this is adding up. When you pause, when you allow yourself to be in that stillness where you're cultivating that compassion and excitement for being yourself, it's literally healing your womb, and it's allowing you to show up in a way that makes you feel comfortable. And portal, are you kidding me? This was the number that we picked today, portal number. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, and a wild card. It's getting so exciting, fam. It's getting so exciting. Healing your relationship with your body responding to others' bodies. Yes. Or your body responding to how their energy is coming towards you. That's huge. Healing the way that you receive others' energy or perceive it. Huge. Wow, on the bottom of the deck we have Earth School, and this is the last message for you. Life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. You can't make it up. You really can't make it up. Yeah. If this is your message and you want to know what you can do specifically, book a reading with me, okay? And we'll talk about it. But if you know you're like, I need energy work, Julia, then book a Reiki session. The link's in the description box below. Okay. As you know, my favorite tradition with Saturday Morning Live is to light a candle for collective healing, okay? And so I didn't forget the candle today. It's right here. Oh, Julia, no, don't get sassy. Don't get sassy. Yeah, don't let people provoke you, okay? Because I feel like part of this energy too is like you're evolving so much to the point that you might notice that people are gonna start like, these people want beef and you want none of it, okay? And remember that the negativity you speak about your life and about yourself is what creates your reality. And if you don't know how to think differently, then pray to know how to think differently. Pray out loud. All right, so this is my favorite part, like I said, where I'm going to charge a candle with Reiki. Ooh, wow. Okay, gonna let that go. Where I'm going to charge a candle with Reiki, and I'm going to invite you to add your prayers either for yourself, for people you know, for your loved ones. I'm going to channel some prayers as well that I will put into the candle for the collective. And if you just want to throw some hearts in there, send your love, then you're welcome to do that as well. Okay? And any prayers that you intend to be added to this candle will also be added, even if you do not say it out loud. So, oh. See, that's the kind of... I'm telling you. The more you step into your light, the more people are going to have an issue. And it's not really your business to care about other people's issues or beef with you, okay? It really has nothing to do with you. It never did. They're just deciding to make everything a reason for life to hate them. And you've grown out of that, okay? I don't know who I had to just come out here and say that for, but doesn't matter. Do you? How long have you been catering to everyone else's unconscious desires? That now that you're finally stepping out of that and living your own life, people have something to say about it? Well, good. They could take a page out of your book. Okay? Let it go. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay? So, here's my little candle. I'm going to go ahead and bring the Reiki through to charge it. And then I'll go ahead and read your prayers after I channel. Okay? I first want to offer this to the divine source of everything, the creator, and also to the earth, to Gaia. Let this energy be available to Cryon and any star beings that are assisting with light work in the grid, repairing the grid lines, repairing the ley lines on the earth. Let this energy be available and sent where it is most needed at this time. Let this energy also assist light workers everywhere who are working diligently to not only assist in the grid work, but to heal themselves. Let this energy be a support and comfort to them. For anyone praying for miracles and a last dying wish of faith, let this energy grant those wishes. I'm praying for the collective who is struggling with addictions and struggling to come out of abusive situations. Let them find the resources, strength, and support needed in order to make new choices and to step out of these timelines and to heal them once and for all. For anyone struggling with wanting to leave this world and looking for something to stay here for, let them be reminded of the love in their heart and the love that others have for them. Let them be reminded of the divine love that is available to them at all times. I pray for the healing of abused animals and the animals in shelters. May they find forever homes and their spirits be healed and free. For any souls who have been in transition and on the fence of whether to fully complete that transition and go to the other side after it was a timely leaving of their bodies. Let this assist them in completing that transition. Let this energy be a support to the LGBTQIA+ communities. And let this be a celebration of diverse cultures and diverse philosophies on life and on love. Let this energy be available to create unity in diversity instead of separation and judgment. To anyone who is struggling to heal from a physical injury, illness, or dis-ease, let this energy be available to helping them find the resources, truths, and relief that they've been seeking. To the families who've lost loved ones to trafficking or war crimes, let this assist them in healing their hearts. To anyone struggling from heartbreak or recent loss, whether of a loved one or a job or extenuating circumstances that were supportive, let this go to nurturing them and helping them get back on their feet. To anyone struggling from the result of a natural disaster, let this energy go to mitigating those disasters and helping them be repaired and quelled. And to anyone who's lost their home or loved ones to this, let them find the resources they need, the support, the shelter, the nourishment they need to get back on their feet. Let everyone find safety, peace, and hope again. Let everyone feel brave enough and courageous enough to pursue their truths and their passions, to be free spiritually and in their love, which is really no different. Let this energy be an aid to facilitating the resilience of those struggling to get back on their feet in whatever circumstances. I pray for all who seek the light and embody truth and are offering their compassion at every possible turn. Let their missions be supported. And for those who are struggling with kindness and mercy, let them understand how it feels to receive that in order to give it. To anyone who is erring and hurting others, either intentionally or unintentionally, let them be made aware. All of these intentions said with this energy offered for the highest good of all, without any karmic interference. I offer my love and my compassion, my heart. So I'll go ahead and read your prayers now. Thank you, family, for adding them. Praying for the deep divisions in all aspects of humanity to be healed so we can see our fundamental connection to each other. Beautiful. Praying that those trapped in limiting mindsets, patterns, and trauma are given the clarity and empowerment to transform their self-concept in life. Beautiful. So much love being showered over this candle. Thank you, family. I have so much love to give and want the same for my twin flame making her way to me. It's time for me to receive. I give too much to others. So adding an intention for healthy boundaries for everyone to understand their limits and what they deserve. More love being showered. Everyone, praying for everyone to receive a horse? Sure, why not? To receive a source of hope. Praying for the karmic wheel to turn as necessary to provide learning, understanding, and transformation to lead us back to love and unity within all of us and between all of us. More love being showered. Awesome. Praying for everyone to find the strength to unconditionally and healthily love themselves and others, even in the darkest of times. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and light this candle, everyone. Thank you all for coming out to Saturday Morning Live. I said what I said. And thanks for listening to Tape Hun's message today. I'm excited to go back and check that out. And any of the candles that have been charged with the similar intentions and anyone else's intentions that want to be added at a later point while this candle is burning, let them be added to this candle. And I'm praying that my collective receives everything they desire and more. And God, help me continue to do what I need to do in order to be of service to the highest good of all. Okay, yay! Saturday evening. Praying for those being persecuted for seeking the light. Faith is seeing the light with your heart when all your eyes see is darkness. Beautiful. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, everyone, for adding your prayers and your heart and your love. My name is Julie Rose. I pray this finds you at the precise time you need it. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to our soul family, our soul tribe. Please subscribe to my channel so you can stay notified as to when I go live and when I do uploads. I do extended messages as well as other channeled messages and energy healing sessions on Patreon. The link for that is in the description box below. If you're needing help going into your shadow work, I created a 6-week course of meditations that guide you through various emotions as well as different examples of situations that you can turn around to feel the energy, the emotions release from them, along with affirmations and a journal for you to record your transformations throughout the entirety of the 6 weeks. The link for that is in the description box below. For those of you who've been studying Kundalini Reiki system with me to become master teachers of Reiki, it has been my sincere pleasure and honor to serve you in this way, and I'm excited to make this course available to everyone and anyone everywhere on your own time on Udemy. That should be coming out in the first week of July. Okay? So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. As you know, as always, I'm doing a lot behind the scenes for you. So I'm excited to see where all of your journeys take you and where we move together. All right. I love you so much. And I pray that for those of you who are struggling to get restful sleep, that you find the rest that you need. You find the ways to unplug and recharge. All right. Till the next one, fam. Thank you, Lisa, for dropping all the links here. Yes, I know they're not in the description box yet, but I will drop them in just a moment when I head upstairs. All right, everyone. Thank you so much to my amazing mods for coming out and holding the fort down. As always, I appreciate you. And to my beautiful, beautiful clients, you know I love you. I'm so honored to serve you. I'm so honored to serve you all. Thank you for trusting me to listen and channel for you. All right. I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Whenever you find this, enjoy your time. And do something that makes you feel loved today. Do something that makes you feel loved. All right. I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Bye.